Welcome.
Oh boy. Week 15 NFL Sunday, fantasy playoffs, NFL playoffs. It is a wonderful time of football fun and action here in the Triple B studios. I am not alone. I am joined by the myth, the man, the legend, my dad, Roy. Come on down. Week 15.
Week 15. Holy shnikes, where'd the time go?
Week 15 is here.
Hard to believe. Be nice if it would be doing that out there.
Grab a beer, spread some cheer. Week 15 is here. I am Triple B. That is Roy. Welcome. Yes, playoff implications not only in the NFL but also in the fantasy realm.
Big time.
A lot of stuff going on. Let's get into it. Let's get sweaty. Fantasy picks first and foremost, then triple threat picks, and then upset of the week if that matters, and then Packers pick. Upset of the week has been dismal at best.
At best.
3 out of 11. Got a zinger today, though, that should put some excitement on the day because fuck it. That is why I literally wrote it down and circled the words fuck it. Because, well, you'll know when the pick comes around. Okay, so let's start off with fantasy picks. With QBs right off the bat. I love. You have to get this guy in your lineup today. It doesn't matter how much it costs. Lamar Jackson, circled fire play of the week. Going to the Giants, $8,300. Lamar Jackson, not that great of a game before they went into the bye week. They lost. He didn't run the ball that much, and in a press conference after the game, he stated that he needs to run the ball more. He needs to not be afraid to run the ball, and I think that this is a comeback day. 100 yards rushing, maybe a rushing touchdown or two. Lamar Jackson is going to go off today. I feel that in my bones. My sleeper at quarterback, I like Bryce Young. If I ever thought those words would come out of my mouth, week 1, 2, or 3, unreal. But Bryce Young, $5,300, is playing very well, actually, surprisingly. Adam Thielen has returned, though, so maybe that helps.
That helps.
Versus Dallas, at home. Dallas's defense sucks. Bryce Young for only $5,300. Not a bad play for a sleeper.
Dallas is out, so is the Tubby.
QBs?
Justin Herbert, Chargers versus Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay ranks 32nd versus QBs in the league and is very strong against the run as of late. Chargers' run game is very dismal as of late with everybody hurt. Justin Herbert to put up 40-plus attempts today. Big day, Justin Herbert, for $5,900 in DraftKings.
Okay, well, speaking of the King, I have the King as my number one running back, $8,300 versus the Giants. My other running backs, I have Chuba Hubbard. I got a Chuba or Rico Dowdle. They play each other, so pick your poison. Chuba Hubbard has been going off, $6,500, a little cheaper option. Rico, who also seems to have won the job there in Dallas and playing very well for a young stud running back. Maybe fantasy implications next year. Sleepers this week. Rachaad White, if Bucky Irving does not play. Bucky Irving is a game-time decision. Rachaad White went off last week without him. That will happen this week if he is without him again. And my other sleeper, Tank Bigsby, $5,100. He outtouched Travis Etienne 19-8. Last week in their game, and they play the Jets this week. Tank Bigsby is back. He's healthy. Travis Etienne, first-round pick in most fantasy leagues this year. What the fuck? Right. I don't even know what to say other than that. Travis Etienne, what happened? Tank Bigsby, though, he's a tank, and he seems to have won the job there in Jacksonville when he is healthy. Dad running backs.
I've got Chubby Hubby. Carolina versus the Cowgirls. Dallas is, they're down on their luck and they are out of the playoffs. They have nothing to play for. Carolina is trying to keep their shit together and play, and with the Bryce Young experiment starting to pay off, it opens up the door for running backs, and Chuba Hubbard's the only guy left there again because Brooks went down again with a terrible knee injury. In fact, his career might be over in my opinion. Chuba Hubbard, $6,500. I like him today.
Sweet. Wide receivers. It doesn't matter where. It doesn't matter when. It doesn't matter why. It doesn't matter how. You could be on the Titanic sinking, and this is the last thing you should check and make sure you put in your lineup before the ship goes under. You could be on the Edmund Fitzgerald in the middle of Lake Superior.
Oh, yeah.
The Edmund Fitzgerald. You could be going down. Grab your phone real quick, put him in your lineup. That's all that matters. Jamar Chase. It doesn't matter who they play. It doesn't matter why they play. It doesn't matter when they play. Jamar Chase is wide receiver 1. He is the best receiver in the NFL by far. Justin Jefferson lovers, not even close, okay? Jamar Chase is better than Justin Jefferson, in my opinion. Jamar Chase is the number 1 wide receiver in the NFL. He goes against Tennessee, who allegedly has a decent defense. I'm not buying it. I think Cincy's going to go and kick the absolute shit out of Tennessee because they match up very well against them, because Tennessee's biggest weakness is their offense fucking sucks.
Oh my God.
So,
I have never seen, I think Will Levis is worse than Bryce Young. That guy is absolutely 110% pathetic.
With that being said, Cincinnati matches very well up against Tennessee in the form of maybe their defense will only allow like 15 points instead of 30. But Jamar Chase is going to have a day. Wide receiver 1. Get him in your lineup no matter what. He's $8,400. It doesn't matter. Figure it out. He'll score you 40. Okay, Tyreek Hill going off towards the playoffs here. $7,400 at Houston. I think this is going to be a banger of a game. A lot of big weapons in that game. Scary Terry McLaurin is my number 3 wide receiver. Love him. He's had 20 plus the last 2 or 3 weeks. Great year for Terry. $7,200 at New Orleans. I think Washington shits all over New Orleans considering their starting quarterback is out. They got a lot of defensive players that are out. And this is a revenge game because officially active is Marshawn Lattimore, who formerly was on the Saints, but now is on Washington. So that's something to look at as well. Sleepers, I got him circled. Get him in your lineup. You have to. You want to. Khalil Shakir.
Yep.
Go off week for him. $6,100 at Detroit. Over-under for that game he mentioned earlier is 54.5. Believe the books. If there's one thing I've learned about these people, they're always right because that's just how it works. All right?
This involved.
So if they're predicting 54.5 points, that means that there's going to be a lot of fantasy points going on, and Khalil Shakir is going to be a part of that. Love him, love him, love him. Also love this guy, homegrown Midwest boy who's going off. Adam Thielen versus Dallas. Aforementioned Bryce Young. Stack with Adam if you want to.
Yep.
Not bad. Dad, wide receivers.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I've got my fire play of the week. I'm going right down to number 3, Scary Terry. I like Scary Terry against New Orleans. Jaden Daniels has been, but I believe he's been dinged up, and I think he's coming back healthy this week, and I think it's going to be a big week for Jaden Daniels and Scary Terry. Scary Terry, as he mentioned, $7,200 in DraftKings. My sleeper of the week at wide receiver is his playing mate, Jamar Chase's playing mate, T. Higgins. T. Higgins was very quiet last week because Jamar saw the lion's share of the ball. This week they double down on Jamar, and T. Higgins is open for a lot of receptions and hopefully some points. I like T. Higgins, $6,800 in the DK.
Okay. Tight ends, right at the top, Trey McBride, who out of nowhere has become the number 1 tight end in the NFL. Congrats to Trey. $6,000 against New England.
Pricey for a T.
That's pricey, but worth it. Sleeper, Zach Ertz, who has been, since he came back from injury, doing fairly well. And they play New Orleans once again that I think they're going to stomp. So, Zach Ertz, I have him personally in my lineup for $4,000. Dad?
If he's healthy, I like David Njoku against Kansas City. He's questionable, though, so keep your eye on him. He's a game-time decision. If he goes, I believe he can have a day with, can't believe I'm saying this, with Jameis. Man. Anyway, a sure play. If he's not going, a sure play's Mark Andrews, the Ravens going up against the Giants. As he mentioned, I think Lamar does have a decent day with the King. And when you're going up against a guy running all the time, your check down is certainly your tight end. And Mark Andrews has been surprising all year. When you think he's down and out, suddenly he has a huge game. $4,100, DraftKings, Mark Andrews.
My big, old, hairy, scary DQ it. Easy pick, Denver versus Indianapolis this week. Denver's defense is phenomenal. They play at home. Indy's on the road. Tony Dixon likes to turn the ball over quite a bit. Give me Denver, my big old.
Yeah, I looked at that one too, but I'm going to take the Jets this week. Their defense has been, but starting to show some signs of life. They did last week in a big game. They played Jacksonville. Jacksonville has no quarterback right now. Jets are $3,000, so it gives you a lot of room up above that line.
Okay. Now it's time for Triple Threat Picks! Triple Threat Picks! Triple Threat Picks! Triple Threat Picks. Okay. Officially 27-18 on the season. I am not sure what Roy is at.
I don't know where I was prior, but I had picked up 2 last week.
Okay. Well, either way.
So I'm in the plus. I'm in the positive column. That I know.
Game 1. And it is in Philly. Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Eagles. Eagles are getting -5.5. Makes sense. The line originally started off at -3 and has skyrocketed because no George Pickens. I am forgetting his name, but the Steelers' #1 corner is also out, which is a big hit. I think the article I read, I'm pissed I forgot his name. Regardless, sorry, journalism, I know, professional. I don't even know the guy's fucking name. But Eagles, -5.5. Over-under is 43 in this game. Philly all day. I think Philly stomps the Steelers in Philly. The fans will be awfully pissed if they didn't. Yep. Philly.
True. Yeah, I mean, hard to argue. Steelers are banged up right now, and they're going into Eagle Land. A hard place to play. I think the Eagles just have enough firepower with Saquon to do it. So I'm taking the Eagles.
Oh, yeah. Okay, game 2. This is probably my favorite game of the day.
Boy, I tell
by
you.
far. Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Wow.
MVP.
Without doubt, sorry, Lamar, I think you're phenomenal. But I think Josh Allen is without a doubt the best quarterback in the NFL right now. He is literally taking his team on his back and saying, just go.
Yeah,
okay?
Exactly.
They play the Lions, though. An unstoppable force, as they say, meets an immovable object in the Lions, who have been balling. Dan Campbell is a dog. They have like 20 guys on the injury report, and they keep crushing people.
Just keep finding
guys. It
guys.
doesn't matter.
No.
It is the mentality.
It's
it is
culture,
the system.
man. It's the culture, and they believe.
Culture, man.
They believe.
So with that being said, everybody and their brother is taking Buffalo. I think 78% of the public bets are on the Bills. With that being said, I'm not buying it. In Detroit, I'm taking the Lions. Over-under's 54.5. Holy hell. Give me the Lions. Give me the Lions. Give me the Lions.
Give me the Lions. Give me the Lions. Give me the Lions.
Lions. I like that. I don't know. I don't think Buffalo's going to win. I think
Without
Buffalo.
a doubt. Lions are just, man, they are a machine right now. They are gearing. They are clicking. They are doing what they need to do. Hey, Buffalo, I give it to you. Josh Allen, you're balling. But man. Lions.
A lot of people are saying potential Super Bowl
Potential Super
preview.
Bowl preview right here. Darn straight.
Wow. If you would have told me like
Right?
5-10 years ago that the Bills would be playing the Lions in the 2025 Super Bowl,
Right.
I'd have been like, what are you smoking and can I have some? Okay. Game 3. Bucks versus Chargers. In LA, Chargers -2.5, Bucks +2.5. Over-under is 45.5. Woo! A lot of pressure on the fact, will Ladd McConkey play in this game? I didn't realize how good Ladd was until he didn't play last week.
Right.
And Chargers did not look that great without him. Their defense still is solid. Baker Mayfield is very good. Oh, this is tough. I'm taking the Chargers. Chargers, I didn't want to, but I feel like I need to. Chargers in LA. Because Ladd, they likely to play, but that doesn't mean shit. I don't know. Give me the Chargers. This is a weird one. Chargers. It's a coin toss.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I wrestled on this game quite a bit too, but we're going to align this week because I'm taking the Chargers because of the Harbaugh factor.
The Charbaws.
I'm taking the Charbaws.
I like that. The Charbaws. Okay. So we're even.
We're even.
So Eagles, Lions, and Charbaws. Love that. Okay. Upset of the week. Dad, why don't you start? Because mine is just a banger.
All right. Going into the dog pound, the Chiefs are favored by 4.5 against the Browns. Not so fast. I got famous Jameis, his table dancing wiener, David Njoku, Jerry Jeudy, Chubb taking them down in Cleveland.
Well, I had you go first because I thought that mine would be a little more bangish than yours because of the almost impossibleness of this game. But what's funny is I also have Cleveland going.
You can't make this shit up.
Yeah, we have Cleveland beating the shit out of Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City.
Great.
Clip this.
Winston.
Jameis, crab legs, Winston is going to be munching on Dubs right in Patty Mahomes' face. I love Cleveland in the dog pound this week.
Do too.
This is a game that screams Jameis pregame speech. It's going to be like, these are the Super Bowl champs coming in here, and we're not going to let them do it. We're not going to let them do it. We're going to prove it. We're going to lose it. We're going to do something crazy.
What stadium am I playing in?
Cleveland for a home run play today. Cleveland. Okay, that was pretty cool. I did not expect you to take Cleveland. With that being said, tonight,
The Green Bay Packers.
for the third night game in a row, and we're not done.
Suck ass.
We have another one next week. 4 night games in a row for the Pack. Are we good or are we good? We get every primetime game. Hey, it is what it is.
I don't like it's on tonight for one particular reason, and you know why.
Sunday night football in Seattle. Packers have a bad history of going to Seattle.
They do.
Especially of late with that one guy that dropped the onside kick, and Russell Wilson led a 14-point comeback with 5 minutes left in the game to beat us in the playoffs. But we're past that. Packers 31, Seahawks 23. Give me the Packers to win in Seattle. It's going to be tight, though, because you know what? People sleep on Geno. Credit where credit's due. The guy doesn't get any credit for anything, ever. And people shit on him. And yet, he's playing pretty good football. So Geno is going to be balling, but I like the Packers. The only shitty part is Jair, once again, is not playing, which means that we have to deal with Eric Stokes trying to cover people on the outside, which if you watched the game last week, he just is not capable because Tim Patrick literally shat on him.
Yeah,
so,
he had a game.
no Jair, but that was negative. Turn it into a positive. Packers 31, Seahawks 23.
Boy, that's a pretty high score. You're giving Pack that much credit that they're going to put up 31 against Seattle.
I don't think Seattle's D is that good.
24-17.
Okay. All right. Well, with that being said,
Seattle. Sorry. Somebody's got to do it.
grab a beer, spread some cheer. No. Fine, whatever. You want Seattle? Pick Seattle.
I don't want them.
I'm taking the green and gold. I never pick them, but I'm taking them this week. Grab a beer, spread some cheer, and special Christmas episodes forthcoming. We'll let you know on the schedule on that, but we hope that you are having a wonderful start to your holiday season, and we'll see you soon. Week 15 coming at you. Good luck!